Hi everyone, my name is Jimmy Saroka and I'm grateful for you. As you come in the broadcast, say hello, let me know where you're from. I am from Pennsylvania in the United States and we are currently on lockdown. And although it may not be a crime to leave it would be extremely irresponsible. And being a rather resourceful man in the house with a rather resourceful woman, I'm sure we can find a way to stay put. And all we have to do is find a way to get food. And tonight showed us that even if we may not have the food yet that the person offered, you never know how far people are willing to reach to help. And I forgot that. And not only did I forget that, I forgot how much I cared. I genuinely let others convince me that I didn't care. And I started acting like I didn't. So, hi. How's it going? Don't worry about me, they can't hurt me anymore. They're gonna try and they'll get me triggered and it'll happen, but not as long as it'll happen as long as I keep saying it can. It can't happen. I can't be triggered. I love so much. I know who I am when things are dark, right? I know who I am. I'd like to know who you are. Some of you are plain as day to me, but some not so much. Maybe says you seem super chill. Yes, I'm remembering love. I forgot about it for a very long time. And very similar to, I thought that I was afraid of working out and being masculine because I failed with the Marine Corps. Just the same, I was afraid of love because I had left my religion. I didn't fail the Marine Corps. I knew it wasn't for me, and I trusted my heart. And then out of shame, I feared myself for a very long time. And I'm back. And what I'm learning is I can have love and masculine strength. I can have tender emotional love and masculine strength. And those are two qualities of a very stable man, husband, and father. And I can choose any of those I wish to be or not to be. I choose to be a man. I've not chosen yet whether or not I'd like to be a husband. I most definitely want to be a father. Everything will be okay, says Autumn Powell. Yes, it will. Everything is okay right now. It's going to be one day at a time. One day at a time. David Langley. How are you? Katie says hi. She's waving. How are you, David? Bet you're thinking twice about coming live now, aren't you? Not yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me handle this. And once I have my affairs in order, let's just take it step at a time. How are you doing? It's been a long time. I'm doing so much better. I'm doing better than I have in my entire life, David. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you handling the time in? Has the quarantine brought you to my doorstep? Matthew Ray, how's it going? I remember you as well. How are you? Good to see you guys. Are you guys locked in? Is that what you had to come? Thank you, Cassidy Red. Much appreciated. Said, you're gorgeous, you can model. One day. I won't. Will I? I would like to be the most honest form of myself. And I'm still figuring out what that means. I changed my name from Hot Lips. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. You're beautiful as you are. It helps everyone feel more comfortable.
Wait, who's Hot Lips?
Cassidy Red. Matthew said, good, yeah, I saw the notification. I was like, why not? Oh, I know it's been a rough road, and I know it probably hasn't been the best entertainment. I apologize for that. Life's getting back on track, and we're making more responsible choices. We really are. And you know what? If anyone wants to be friends or pen pals, I say we open up that door, Kate. And we just be vigilant and responsible with what we do and don't share. All I have to do is run it by you before I share it. It's that easy for me. How can you help? Well, please realize that I've made a lot of mistakes. You don't have to realize that one, it's obvious. Please realize I'm doing everything in my emotional power to overcome this, and it is getting exponentially easier by the day. The yoke is getting easy, you might say, and I'm very pumped about that. My friend's daughter has a YouTube, and she has made $26,000 this year from singing. That's awesome. Good for her. She's not worried about this lockdown, huh? Or maybe just indifferent. Now she's probably got her mom all over her, huh? I don't know. But I wonder how the parents are doing right now. How are you parents doing? Do you have children locked in with you? How's that going? Having a positive attitude is the first step. I used to know that. I'm relearning it. It was very humble having Kate reteach it to me, since I was like the master of positivity. I was in the beginning. I really was. But you know what? I'm not. I'm not anymore. So thank you, Caitlin. Well, not 2020, but from 2019 to now. That's incredible. It is. That's very good. I hate this lockdown. I'm so bored. There's nothing to do. Well, David, you got us. David, shoot me a message, man. And if you have WhatsApp or Line, you can hit us up. We could do video chats. We could hang out in video chat, Kate and I. If anybody wants to see Kate, all you gotta do is get us on a video chat now. We made one friend. I shouted out for some help, and this girl from Indonesia hit us up, and she's so sweet. And I don't even know if she's real or not, or even who she says she is. You never know nowadays, right? But just so nice to us. It was just somebody to talk to. It was nice just to have somebody for us to talk to. So, we got so afraid of everybody, and we're realizing as long as we're careful, we don't have to be afraid of anyone. If anybody wants to talk, shoot us a DM. There doesn't have to be money involved. Understand that when you watch our content, we do make money. But if we talk to you, it ain't about the money. If we make money, so be it. Don't get mad at us for that. But if you want to talk, hit us up. No strings attached on our end. And if we find out there's a string attached on your end, we will cut that string and you'll be stuck with us. And we'll be your friend for life. Because we are done giving up on commitments. We're learning to rebuild relationships instead of run away from them and be afraid. And sure, you might see me get scatterbrained and freak out again, and it might look like I'm bipolar. Guys, I am just working through a hell of a lot of issues pretty quick. And I'm finding myself again very quickly. So it might look like night and day. You don't see the couple hours in between. So, it's all good. People color and draw and have the camera on them. It's soothing. People discuss things while they draw or color that easy. Hint, hint. Maybe in the future. There was a girl on Periscope who I'm like, Kate could definitely do this. And that was kind of the idea that I had for you when we were at the house, and that started to flourish. It just I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm gonna ask until we're private for you to ream me out over it, and I welcome you to. Tell me what I did, but I don't remember either. There was so much trauma that happened in that house that I don't remember most of it. Nope. Me either. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. I would just like to leave the monsters in my past. I'm officially ready to do that. Where's Kate today? She's chilling in the bed. Wow, Indonesia. And yesterday there was a viewer from New Zealand. You are internationally known. The analytics would say different. I know a couple of people outside the U.S. Are we good? Testing, testing, 1, 2. 1, 2, testing. Are we live? Give me a little comment. Let me know you can hear me. Ugh. Yes, you're back. I think comments are delayed. That's okay. Matthew says, yes, I hear you, do, says Matthew. Where did your friend Jim go? Where'd your friend go, Jim? I forgot its name because it's been a while. Kate's here with me. But what was I gonna say? She wants a break from all of it. Give me 1 second here, babe. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, please. I'll have that. Can you film me?
Hmm?
Thanks. Can I have it? Thank you. So things are looking up. I'm not giving up. We are going to run from the hotel room and be all scared and, try to pretend like nobility is more important than survival. I'm so warm, it's unreal, says David. Good. So we may have to share our location here, but it's definitely going to be last resort. But there's no way we're giving up. I am done up. And I'm also done trashing people's name and then running away because I feel bad. Like, yeah, I have my qualms, but it's time to just get over it and realize that I'm the reason that I have less and less resources. I mean, I'm not the reason, but I'm definitely making excuses as to why I can't just kiss butt, get some help, and move on with my life. Like, play some politics. I could just relax for a minute and quit having to be Mr. Justice, as I say that everyone else is trying to play that role. So it's good. Things are really good. We made a friend today. Welcome from Dallas, says Eric. Welcome on, Eric. Thanks for being here. Warm in England, David. You're the best comedian, says Matthew. Really, Matthew, said David. Hey, David, I don't know if you like to play with trolls, but we officially have some entering the room. We decided we're going to stay in our hotel. We're not quitters anymore. I'm not jumping ship until I have to. I'm done being a rat that just swims off the ship when he's afraid that a storm's coming. What happens if that storm doesn't hit? Animals have an instinct, but they don't always get it right. I have missed this, says Jim. I'm no troll. So, well, you act like one. I have missed this, Jim. David, I missed you too. I missed you. Kate missed you. Not just this. I'm telling you, man. As soon as I saw David Langley, boom, giant smile on Kate's face, lit up like the 4th of July. Just firsthand knowledge. No, only firsthand knowledge you get is from in front of me in human life. So you can step out from your computer, risk your life, come stand in front of me, and then you'll know the truth. Until then, you're just a liar. I look like a troll-hobbit combination, says Eric Ram. Bro, don't worry about it. Hey, life deals us all different. Hey, every girl has a fetish. Every guy has whatever your preference is. And Kate says if you're a nice guy, it doesn't matter what you look like. Look, Kate wants to be involved. She so badly wants to be here. Do you want to come on? You don't have to be on all the time. This is the point. I'm trying to teach you that we don't have to have ultimatums, because I've done nothing but ultimatums since day one. And those ultimatums are ultimately what caused my demise. Things have to flow in and out sometimes. It's like making love. Do you want to come say hello? Is that what you want? Think about it. All right, there's no problem there. All good. That's right. That's all good. I wanted you to feel free to do as you please, and that you can know you do whatever you want. But, yeah. So, David, how has it been since I moved out? David and Matthew broke up. I'm just busting. They weren't dating. They were buddies. I've been so lonely, Matthew, on my own. Matthew as a roommate. Sometimes I'm sitting here wondering, I think David and Matthew are the same person on different, like, devices. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the way they talk, I'm like, I wonder if it's the same person. Hey, I own it, bud, says Eric, about his trollism. Suffering from trollism. Okay, what's your fetish? Says Cassie to Red. What's every fetish? Says Cassie to Red. You know what? Why not? What is one thing that you appreciate about the human body that is rather unique about you? Some people like armpits, some people like hands, some people like feet. Don't be embarrassed, okay? Everybody has their thing. We don't have to get into it. We don't have to go deep on this. For me, I'd have to say it's a woman's chest. I love breasts. Very much. Very, very much. I'm a breasts man. I am. I love breasts. What is my fetish? So that would be my fetish. Would probably be breasts. If you have an old tomato, you should eat it, says Javier. I don't get it. Okay. Can you see Caitlin? Caitlin has chosen to remain behind the curtain. David says, we are not Jim, trust me. Okay, I will trust you. Matthew says, I'm not. I think you guys just spend so much time together. Me and Matthew are like brothers. We always stick together. That's probably why you know so much about each other. Yes, Jim, I'm a breast man too. The brotherhood, says Matthew. Yeah. Can I be a part of the brotherhood? I have no brothers anymore. Oh, that's a play on the word ultimatum. Grab yourself an old tomato. Ultimatum. Got it. I like that. I'm sorry for disrespecting your generation and just blanket statementing and being a jerk. I'm really mad. And I'm really just mad at a couple of people. So I'm sorry for taking it out on everybody. It's not funny. It's really not funny. It's not funny. It's not. Definitely, says Matthew. Oh, thank you. Yosemite reminded me. He goes, yesterday you asked viewers to remind you to talk about what dating apps are really used for. From my standpoint, it's mostly for hookups. Even when I looked for dating, it was just, it was a debacle. And you have to pray for these girls, honestly. I mean, this is me, my standpoint. Voyeur at heart, says Cassidy. Love it. That's beautiful. I'm a fan, big fan. You got to pray for these girls, and I'm not just from a religious standpoint, maybe just in general, who are on Tinder especially, because Tinder is somewhere I must have swiped over 100,000 times, maybe more. Not exaggerating. In the couple of years I was on Tinder, I was just like, I'd have like 100 matches at a time. That's not me bragging about anything other than trying to say, what am I trying to say, right? While I boost my ego. What am I trying to say? Is these poor girls, like, they would throw themselves at me, but they're really looking for a relationship. And I think that's part of where I lied to myself, was like, I wanted a hookup. They said they wanted a hookup. I could tell they didn't just want to hook up, but like I was want to convince myself of that. And then the morning would come and they wouldn't be happy, and I feel so bad. And I'd just be like, well, what do I do now? Because like I don't want to date, but I know that you wanted more. It's just I feel I've never met a girl from Tinder that wanted just to hook up. Not one. Maybe it's just the girls that I did meet, but um, I never really had a positive experience on Tinder. I mean, I had good experiences. They weren't necessarily positive though. Okay, can I have my spit cup? David says, Matthew, how is Thor doing? Are you treating him well? The dog. I'm assuming. I miss that dog so much, says David. Kate is jumping on the bed. You having fun? You're happy things are going well? You fought really hard to see me get better. This is like a life accomplishment for you, isn't it? You're marking something off your bucket list at 20 years old. Good for you. And hopefully God rewards you with finding yourself. Because you did right by me and you helped save my life. And I'm very grateful for that. I saved my own life, but you helped me. Hell of a lot. I love you. Ah. It's like when you smile at me, it's like hits me in the chest. Hits me in the chest. Eric says, but yes, I sure enjoy a good old-fashioned pair of breasts. Nothing crazy here. Same for me, man. I am simple to please. Very simple to please. Thor is great, David, but he misses you. Cassie says, never done Tinder. I kind of like meeting up somewhere and not even knowing their name and hooking up, then getting out. Don't be mad at me. It's so liberating. Hey, Cassidy, I'm not judging. If I weren't terrified of an STD or a serial killer, I'd probably do it. God's honest truth, I'd snap of a finger, I'd be on board. But I'm a careful guy. Very careful guy. Even Christian dating apps, says Yosemite. I can't really speak for Christian dating apps. Thank you for retracting me there. I can't blanket that. Not all dating apps. I'd say different apps that were like just general. Anything religious, I've never really tried. I had a profile, I think, on Christian Mingle. I think I do. I might even have one still, but I pretty much stuck to the basics. I met my girlfriend from 2014. 2014, I met her on Hot or Not, back when it was normal. It didn't have a bunch of underagers on it. I met her on there, and oh my gosh. So many positive experiences I've had. Like, I chalked them up to negative because they didn't work out. Good experience. That was a good experience. Oh my gosh, like the height of sexual experience with that girl. Kate, if you were me, you'd do the same thing. I know you. You'd be so in. You'd be so in. Like, oh my god, I didn't get in there. What was I doing? Guess what? Guess what though? I'm glad I did it. Because she could handle a hell of a lot more than I was, if you get what I'm saying. And I probably would have been embarrassed as a man. Yeah. I was a hot shot, but let's just say I'm not 6'6". So you win some, you fall out some. I thought Jim was a virgin until Kate. Yeah, I was. No, that's me saying. Well, vaginal virgin. Vaginal virgin. Tell Thor I miss him too, says David. Eric says, I did the Tinder thing a while ago. It was fun. I had a lot of success on Bumble. I heard Bumble is very good. I heard Bumble is an extremely respectful platform, and women are treated very well on it. So that's good. David says, Matthew, tell Thor Daddy's coming to visit when all this lockdown stuff is all over. Yosemite says, if dating apps are hit or miss, what's a better way to meet a serious person, in my opinion? Nothing beats real life, man. You look somebody in the face, you can usually tell whether or not they're real. But let me tell you, you can look at someone on live stream and you just don't know. Good or bad, you don't know. You meet someone in real life, you spend time with them. I've made so many mistakes on how I judge my relationships. I'm going to do the best that I can meeting people online. There's only so much I can know. But it's better to have it's better for us to have pen pals than have nobody right now. It's better than nothing. So. Cassidy says, always have protection. And I like to do it in public, not where kids are. But going alone back to anyone's place. Yeah, I would never go. Yeah, for sure. But public, totally on board for public. Just I like high risk scenarios so long as it's not illegal. That's a thing for me. No joke. Flops for me if it's illegal. Like I like following the rules. I'm a goody two shoes. I've just learned to no longer be a rat. It's not my year. It's gonna be probably the worst year of my life. And I'm excited for it. You know why? Number one, it's already 1/4 of the way over. Number two, I found myself. Number three, we're together. Number four, I'm not a rat. Boom. Learn to keep my mouth shut. Hot or not. Wow, flashback. Oh yeah, flashback. Eric says, Eric says, Cassidy, I wish I ran into you. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm freaking Cupid. Cupid and Psyche over here. Eric, never know. I just hope I'm not introducing you to a serial killer. You never know. You never know. How are you doing? Hey, Patrick, welcome on. We're doing okay. We're taking it minute by minute at this point. We believe we're going to choose to stick here in the hotel. We don't know what we're going to do about food. We're going to figure it out. We're not going to wait until we have no food and then sit here and be like, oh my God, we have no food. If anyone is willing to help us out with food, Patrick, you are one singular person who I trust would not even tell anybody that you're. Guys, if you help us and you say, do not tell people I helped you, I will not tell people you helped me. Now or in the future. I am done talking about my personal life in like the past because we officially have a friend. We have a friend. Kate and I have a friend. A real human friend. Now, her name is AI, so not sure. Can't be 100% sure. We'll take a digital friend over none. But if you're willing to help out, we're not quitting. We're not running away from the hotel. We're going to try to hunker down, see if anyone's willing to help with just food, and focus on the positivity. It's worth it. David says, Jim, I thought to say hi to Kate. Say hi to Dave. You don't want to. I'm sorry. Okay.
Hi, David.
Kate says hi. She wants to say hi to you. She's beaming.
This is why I was so like when we go.
This is the enjoyable
This
piece.
is what oh.
Now we focus on that from now on. I've got my focus. I'll help you build that. We'll get there. It's going to take a long time. We'll get there. We will. We just have to take it day by day and remain calm and not get emotionally drugged up and overly excited like children, because we're adults, and every time that happens, closes up neuroplasticity, makes it more difficult to adapt. I thought it helped. Dude, you're low in food? We are low in food, yeah. Low in food. What's up, Neil? Okay, welcome on. Somebody says, was your original plan to save yourself until marriage or until you were in love? The original plan, well, I mean, hopefully both. The plan was to wait until I was in love and then get married and then, make love. But life happens in different ways, and, I think we're done being ungrateful for how life has happened for us. Because life has happened for us instead of against us. We didn't do it wrong. We just did it. A lot of people never even do it. I mean, they do that, but they don't do life. We've done life. We're doing life. We're gonna do life. Whether or not we do life is still a bit up in the air, but both of us, wherever we go, whatever we do, we'll do life. We will live life. Not going away for life. That's where my brain went. That's where my brain went. All right. Jim, if you ever come to England, Manchester, we and David will meet you, and you will see us. That would be very cool. My shirt has to come off because I'm sweating marbles. I'm just gonna open this up a little bit. I know Cassidy likes it, so I love you. I'm not leaving you. Don't worry. All right. I'll have more clothing in time. Yeah, I'm so happy Kate said hi to me, says David. David, be honored, because she's not saying hi to anybody. David says, Kate and Jim just made my day. Well, all of you have made our day too. And David, you've made our day too. I'm just trying to be respectful of everyone's feelings so no one feels favoritism. Patrick says, have you two thought about applying for EBT SNAP if you need food? Here's the thing, Patrick. I will message you about that if you really want to know. I'll talk about that, but that was from a sketchy part of the past where I was doing something right and I got screwed pretty hard by a shady character working within the government. So I would love to have that conversation with you, just not publicly. Don't want to dox, but are you in Texas? You're good, Eric. We're in Pennsylvania. I used to have my location on all the time, and I will in the future, but for now, we're private. Yeah, we're in PA. Nice. I love your honesty and that you don't censor yourself. I'm learning to censor myself to a degree. I think there is a healthy level of censorship for the sake of others' privacy and for the sake of my own mindset. I'm just learning organically where those boundaries are because I was never taught them and I can't seem to recognize the value of them. Oh, I see them. I see when other people do it. Oh, I do. I know how to do it. I'm just not a fake. And if I just did it, I'd be faking it because I don't understand why it's important. So, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. If someone says this is a good practice, from now on I'm going to do my best just to fake it till I make it. I'll do it and then learn why. Because this have to do it to learn it attitude that I have. I could act like it makes me so smart, but I'm starting to wonder if it's really all that intelligent of a move. It seems to just slow me down. Nail K says, missed you guys. I always don't make it in time for the live lately. Yeah, it's a good live. I appreciate that you were able to make it. Cassidy says, young man, I will do bad things to you. Cassidy, let's keep it for Periscope. Yeah? Let's keep that for Periscope. See, what y'all don't know is that Katie would want to be involved. She's a curious young woman. But for now, we'll keep it monogamous while we figure ourselves out. Eric says, oh, okay, we actually do a lot of work up there for PPL. Oh, sweet. Okay. We got PPL, as you know. PPL is, local company. I would tell you a bit more, but I'd be doxing, because I know somebody who works there that I used to be very close to. So, that's cool. Jim, you've helped us all in different ways. Matthew, I'm glad that I brought value to your life. Good. We're finally chilling out. No more paranoia. Because what I know is we remain stable and healthy and quit fighting ghosts and just remain focused and stop being so ungrateful and delusional and paranoid. If I could just stay focused through the rest of this month, then maybe I can make a phone call to the people that I love and receive a little bit of assistance just getting forward. And if not, that's okay too. I mean, more than likely not. But I have to realize that if I want to get what I want, I'm gonna have to behave. We're adults here. What I really want is just 1 foot forward. But people want me to make it happen. It's just not what I do. But I can be polite. I can politely say, that doesn't go in my mouth or my butt. I can say it politely. That's what I'm learning how to do, is respectfully decline. Neil K says, you guys had ghosts? No. No, it's people from my past. Cassidy says, wait, do you do privates? How do I get in on that? Cassidy, I don't do privates. I don't. And thank God Katie's in my life, because if she wasn't, I probably would. I'd probably take it that far. But, I'm sorry, Cassidy, but I don't. If you want to help, we'd be very grateful. Didn't mean to offend. You didn't offend me. You complimented me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you find me that attractive. But, it's just not my cup of tea. Thank you, though. Matthew says, what is the time where you are in England? It's 2 a.m. Currently, we're looking at 21:07. It is 9 p.m. on the east coast of America. David says, Jim, ask Kate, can she come on the next live stream then? The video will be completed then. Katie, it's 100% up to you. Respect your space. Choose as you please. Whatever you want to do. Katie says, we'll see. And what I will say to you with love is that a thing that a lot of females do that is very toxic, and I know you know what I'm talking about, always leave it in indefinite. It's a no. Katie's giving a straight no. All right, I had a girlfriend who did not treat me like a human being. But she had treated me better than anyone ever had. And so I was willing to believe and believe that was like the epitome of a relationship. And I was like hard on for it for like years. And I'm waking up to just how poorly it all happened and how fantastic Caitlin is to me and how wonderful I am to myself. I didn't even need Kate. I just needed me. But thank God I didn't know it yet, because now I got Kate. Cassie gave a little wake. David Langley says it's totally up to Kate, no pressure, Jen. For sure. Good stuff. Yeah, Jim. Cassie says, wow, you guys are terrible talking the way to him. Oh, I don't even know about it. I'm not even looking. Says, stop it, grow up. He is human. He needs to be heard. Allow him. They don't have to allow me, Cassidy. Don't sweat it. I speak as I please. I don't even look at their comments. Legit. I don't even know what you're talking about, because I'm moving beyond it. It's just not worth it anymore. It's time for us to live our life. It's time for me to live my life. And then Katie will have a life of her own, and we may live it together. What I will say is if there's anyone out there who can afford to pay for a private, I can't do a private, but any super chat would be much appreciated, or getting food sent to our doorstep. Because ironically enough, the people who have respected my privacy the most are the people with sexual taboos, who very much understand and appreciate the value of privacy. So if there's anyone out there who'd be willing to send us food, we'd really appreciate it. Because food is the only thing we need for the next month. If Caitlin's check comes in, we got rent covered, and then all we have to do is figure out how to get food. And then after that, paycheck, and we're good to go. Super chat is always helpful. We got stuff coming in that Kate's gonna be able to cook, which is good. So we do cooking with Kate. Are we gonna be cooking with Kate? I mean, you don't have to see the comments. We can talk about it. Why don't we talk it through? Let's do that. Let's have a private adult conversation in our relationship about what you want to do. Let's do that. Yeah. Asterix, welcome on. Evening Earthlings, all you lovely peeps. Welcome on. Asterix, I want you to know, we appreciate you just as much as we appreciate everyone else. No more, no less. Because we are learning equality. True equality. So thank you for being here. And thank you for never seeking favoritism. That has spoken to your character beyond belief. Asterix says, and it set a great example for us too. Same with you, Cassidy. You're kind of showing us a little favor, but that has to do with sexual stuff, and I mean that's, we're all human. That's pretty normal. Asterix says, Jim and Kate, hi, hello, hola, compadre. Welcome to Planet Jim Jim. Cassidy, that wasn't that funny. That's okay. I love you. Thank you for laughing, though. That means a lot. Cassidy says, Kate doesn't sound as adventurous as you do. No offense. You would probably do better on your own, but love is love. I get it. Yes, we love each other. I think my adventurous spirit is maybe a bit too adventurous, because I'd be the guy that got myself killed, because I would just be too risky, and I'd meet that one girl that was just a nut. Either literally or figuratively. I think it's really good that I'm with someone who is so safe. She's teaching me how to be safe, and I'm teaching her how to take risks. And we're meeting in the middle instead of switching roles or... Love it, babe. It's really good. You're not wanted here, dude, goes David. Oh boy. David says ABC. ABC, 1, 2, 3, get the hell off of me. You've never sung that during sex? No, I'm just kidding. Cassidy says, then you need the yin and yang. We're kind of becoming a mixed bag here. We're sharing traits. David said, you broke my heart, Jim. I thought it was me and you against the world. David, it is when Kate's not around. Just don't tell Kate. All right? Our love goes beyond the moon and the stars. Can we get some crickets, please? Cue the crickets. Kate didn't like that one. I think Kate's still trying to figure out whether or not I'm homosexual and or bisexual. I'm trying to let her know I'm not. I've just been around a lot of women, and so I could be very feminine in the traditional sense, and she speaks traditional sense. So I can do this with that. There we go. Okay. I love you. Asterisk says, I'm just one of many who chooses to spend time here. I appreciate you investing your time with me. Haha, LOL, says David. David says, yes, I scored. 3 points. Because that was a Hail Mary. David says, I love you and Katie. Really, Jim. I miss you both. It's been a long time. David, we miss you too, man. We got those DMs open. All right? Get me on Instagram. I'll message you first. No sweat. Guys, that goes for all of you. You don't even have to add me on Instagram. It's not about it. Just forget to follow. Like, it's been 5 years. If you haven't learned, I don't care about follows yet for how many times I deleted my accounts. Like, have we not learned that I really don't care about those numbers? I care about numbers in the analytics because it's like I'm a nerd. But when it comes to public numbers, I do not care. Sometimes it's more fun for me. Like this, like how things are. I would rather have 2,500 followers with 100% retention rate and realistically having the traffic of someone who has 100,000 subscribers than have 100,000 subscribers and have people be like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? I'm treated real. I'm treated like I really am. And I like that. Well, I digress. All right, where are we at? David says home run. Matthew says, David, what's happening here? Are you and Jim an item? I'm top shelf, baby. Top shelf. You like that, Kate? Maybe on the weekend, says David. David, on the weekend, I'll come. I'm trying to. How do I say this without? How do I make a joke, Kate? Make a joke for me. I got no good jokes now, because they'll just come off condescending. What do you got? Nothing. What's that? Okay. I normally am. I think I'm ready to just stop being so hype. You says hi. Hi. How are you? I'm Jimmy. I told you that hot, you know what I mean? That you get all hyped and then there's a crash. There's a crash to that hype. And the haters know it. They usually engineer it and then whoop, 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 and then you look crazy. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time, killing people, murderers. That's alright, you just forgive and move on. Ugh. Well, I have not seen him prey on anyone. No, all I do is P-R-A-Y. I'm not much of a P-R-E-Y kind of guy. I've never really hunted in my whole life, so. Nat Bowers says, are you wanting to be single to mingle? No, but I am wondering if you are related to the Bowers from Stranger Things. What was his name? Which Bowers? Remember Bowers? Bowers is one of the last names in the Stranger Things. That's why I remember that. Nothing homosexual here, Jim, but I love the shirt. Thank you, David. It's a good. I like the pattern on it. It's a good shirt. I got another shirt like this. Crap, it's my style. I'm the lumberjack farm boy, and I forgot. I'm no farm boy by any means like I won't work on a farm. Would you say it's hot? Thanks, baby. Like I won't work on the farm unless it's my own farm, but I get my hands dirty. And I always my whole life I believed that I was some sunflower because I wouldn't work on somebody else's. I just wanted to do my own thing. I really just wanted to do my own thing since I was a kid. I think that's all that came down to. I'm excited for us to start our own farm, an organic one. That'd be nice. Don Davis, welcome on. How are you? Oh, Don Davis. Hey, it didn't even register, dude. My apologies. Having Don on the YouTube, that's quite a feat. I haven't seen you in a while, buddy, over on here. How are you? Take the shirt off, says Cassie. Yeah, sorry. Asterisk says humans cut down birdhouses to make birdhouses to hang on future birdhouses. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes all the same. There's a green one. LOL, says Don Davis. David says, Katie, stop hitting on my sunflower. Only joking. We're good friends here having a good laugh. It's all good, man. It does make me a little uncomfortable, though. I'm going to let you know, David. Makes me a little uncomfortable. All right. Will you wear Kate's clothes while farming? Says Charity Tiller. Ginny says, I will give you one piece of advice when requesting help from your family. Be humble, be genuine, be honest. You don't have to compromise yourself in doing this. Thank you, Ginny, and that is what I'm trying to learn how to do. How do I remain honest without letting them slip in there? Hey, yeah, we're helping you, and that makes what you said untrue. I'm trying to figure out that angle. Because it's not just about getting help. I love my family. But I don't like them enough to be willing to compromise who I am. I will not lie about my past for another minute. And the only reason I ever exposed my past to the internet was because I just got so angry they wouldn't acknowledge it at all. As for what it is. For what it is. Alright, perception, it's not about perception being reality. It's, I have that intellectual higher ground. Biologically, I have the intellectual higher ground, and they didn't want to listen to me. But, moving on. I just sound like a jerk. I don't sound like I love my family. So, I do. I'm just learning how to come on down. Don says, hi, Jim. I'm good, thanks. Well, I appreciate you being here, Don. I really do. I was wondering when you come back around. Nicole, actually, this is work, and this is getting my hands hella dirty, if no one's noticed. My name's pretty dirty. It's because my hands are dirty. It's because I'm working. Blood, sweat, and tears, my friend. I have missed this so much, mate, says David. You know what? It's been a good broadcast. And I've had a good night. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm burnt out. And Katie and I, we have this place till tomorrow, and then 2 weeks later. And so we're not in panic mode. And we don't have to, push ourselves past where we should. So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Please subscribe. Feel free to share. My girlfriend Katie's over in the bed. And I just live stream my life. And I love it. And I love everybody who joins me in it. Yeah. I'm going to bed. Or let's go hang out with Kate. Matthew says, David, I'm starting to think you love Jim, and that's why you missed him so much. David says, no, Matthew. Patrick says, are you going to broadcast on Periscope? Patrick, once I have a legitimate income from YouTube and Anchor, and possibly Patreon for the blog that Kate's writing, once we're making enough money, say $2,000 a month, it should take no more than 2 or 3 months to be making that. we should have legitimate full income by July. God willing that happens, then yeah, I will open up to the next platform. But until then, I do not feel that's a very healthy decision. I think it's the healthiest thing is to make sure that we're getting paid for my work, that I'm getting paid for my work and my time before I ever step into something that I'm doing for free. Because the odds are tipped against us in a way that's totally inappropriate. And on a normal day, doing stuff for free, I think, would be normal. It's what normal people do. But there is so much social equity out there about me, even if it's, not great stuff. There's just a lot of money to be made on my name. So if I'm not the one making it, plus I'm making free content, and then other people are stealing it and making money on it, I mean, it's just I'm just bending over for other people, and that can't happen. So I apologize to those of you who really do want to see me on other platforms and want to see me making other content. It's not about the money; it's just about self-respect. And so long as there are people out there saying they're stealing my content and it's not about the money and blah blah blah, it's about the money. And so, unfortunately, until I'm in a financial position to protect myself, I can't really afford to do anything more for free. And I appreciate your understanding in that. Don says, good seeing your face as always. Good seeing you too, Don. Thanks for stopping in. David says, don't go. Matthew says, bye. David, I gotta go, man. You have a good life. You have a good night. Have a good night. Also have a good life. Have a good life as well. David says, leave Kate alone. Info. All right. Everybody have a good night. I don't even know I don't even know. Don't care. Sleep well, and I will see you guys tomorrow.